Today I learned a very um, valuable lesson. And basically I learned that you can't help everybody, and it's just pretty much basically that's just it. You can't help everyone, and no matter how much you pour into someone, no matter how much you encourage someone, no matter how much you try to be there for them, if that person doesn't want to take that encouragement, and they don't want to get off their behind and do what they need to do for themselves, there's nothing really that you can do. And it really ties into my last video, which was learning how to say no. At the same time, you have to learn how to just stop and walk away. And often we hold on to people because we want better for them. But you have to understand that that person has to want better for themselves before you can do anything. And it's been millions of times that I've had friendships, that have, went away or broke up because I try to do the best I can by people. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to understand when to let go, because sometimes you can kind of hold on to someone so tightly that you kind of mess them up. You kind of stunt their growth, if you understand. Like, you can kind of hurt them. You're holding them every time they have an issue. You're running to their defense. Every time that something's happening, you're running. Sometimes you need to let them experience the issue so they can know how to get themselves up out of that situation. And I am so guilty of that. I'm so guilty of trying to be that loyal friend. And there's nothing wrong with being a loyal friend, but sometimes you have to let somebody experience some things. Because if you continue to be that loyal friend or always there when you need them all the time, how are they going to understand how to get up on their own? For example, if you ask your mother for money all the time for a bill, I mean, you always go shopping, you spend the rent money. If you go back to your mom and say, "Hey, mom, could you help me with this? Help me on this bill because I kind of just actually spent too much." Okay, she helps you. The second time, she helps you again. Now, this is becoming a cycle because you know that you can go to her and you can get this money. But if she says no, then it forces you to understand that, well, maybe I shouldn't really go shopping with the rent money. Or maybe I shouldn't do this because this is causing a negative effect on me. And that is basically what I'm trying to say. We have to learn how to just let people be who they are. And you got to understand that you can't change anyone. And no matter how much you want that for that person, if they don't want it, then they're not going to have it, because they got to have to want it as much as you want it for them. And so basically what happened was, I had a friend that I really, really wanted this job for her. I put a reference in for her. I told her to come in for the interview. She never came, and it hurt me because I know that she needs the job. I know that she needs it. But the problem is, you know, I can't take it to heart that she doesn't want a future. That's her life. And that's what I'm experiencing. That's why it's hurting me so much, because when I love someone, whether you're my friend, my boyfriend, whatever you are, when I love you hard, and I want nothing but the best for you. But I have to understand that just because I want the best doesn't mean that you want the best for yourself, and I have to kind of let go of some people. And I'm really, really dealing with that. I'm really dealing with how to let it go. You know what I mean? Just like it's that you're learning to say no, I'm going into that situation where I have to not take it to heart when someone doesn't want the best for themselves. And I just encourage you to just, you gotta, we together, we have to start learning how to pray about the friendships we have, and, you know, try to, make sure that God is in those relationships, that, that you're steadily always praying with each other, trying to build each other up. And when those things end, we can't always get upset. We have to kind of accept it for what it is and to move on with our lives. And that's what I'm experiencing, because I feel like I've given so much of myself. I poured so much into this young woman, and I've never received anything back. So I'm pouring so much in, pouring so much in. And when I look back for her to pour back into me, I have nothing here. And it hurts me because as a friend, you want nothing but the best for your friends. But you have to understand that that's not the case. And I guess that's what I have to understand. So in a way, I'm kind of encouraging myself to kind of move on from that, because I really don't need that in my life. And I'm just being transparent, because I know a lot of you have family members that you have given your you're all to them, and they just continuously slap you in the face, and it's just like, what else do you want from me? You know what I mean? And it just goes to show you that you can do so much for people, but if they don't want it, then they're just not going to get it. And I just encourage you to just kind of just start cutting people off, praying about your relationships, your friendships. You know, just start praying and asking God, you know, for discernment if this is for you. And to kind of just know how to let people be who they want to be and to let it go. Because we can't help everybody. Everybody is not going to be going where you're going. You got to kind of accept that and move forward. So I just hope this encourages you guys. And I'm sorry for rambling, but it just was a lot. It was heavy on my heart today. And I just asked you guys for prayer and to just, start cutting people off that you know are not for you. Just cut them off and just move on, because that's what I'm going to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'm sorry for the long rambling, but you guys be blessed.